I've been told this, that I got lucky. They could have had a gun. They could have had a knife. Many things that could have possibly happened. They wouldn't even ask to take my phone. They would have taken it off me. And if I said, no, you can't have my phone, what would have happened then? I probably would have ended up with more than a sprained wrist. I didn't think anything of it, you know, just two people walking. So it was about 11:30, woke up late, had to go to work. Obviously, I don't want my manager to be mad, so I'm a little anxious. And so when these two guys got in front of me and they were walking really slow, I didn't think much of it. I just needed to get by them. So once I passed them, I got a few good paces in front of them, and the guy yelled out to me and was like, "Ayo, ayo." So I looked up at them, and he was like, "Ayo, one sec." And they kind of jogged to me. And when they got to me, they were like, "Hey, we're lost. We need to call our sister on your phone. Can we borrow your phone?" And they seemed genuine. It's a public road. I didn't think if something did happen, someone was gonna stop. So I handed him my phone. He put it to his ear. Didn't even say where they were. They said, "Ayo, we're here." And then he hung up the phone. Once he did, he just put it in his pocket and said, "All right, thanks, bro." He said, "Hey, you got 5 seconds, just walk away." And I was like, "No." Just you have my stuff, I need my stuff. And they started counting down. They were at 5, 4, 3. As soon as they said 3, all the stuff and everything that I had in my hand and everything in my mind just went blank, and I just knew it's defense mode. So as soon as I dropped all the stuff in my hands, his friend saw it and tried grabbing it. As soon as he tried grabbing it, I stepped on all my stuff and I hit him. I shin kicked him to the knee. It hurt his leg. And when this happened, his other friend squared up. He hit me and I fell, putting all my weight on my wrist, and I ended up with a sprain and a minor tear in one of my ligaments. So everyone can say whatever they want about what I did and how I reacted, the way I caught myself, whatever. But you're not gonna know what it was like until you're in the situation. It's plain and simple. So for the first 3 days, I couldn't move my hand at all. 4th day, I was able to move it. I can move it still, but it's not gonna move the way it did before. So once I got to work, my head was in shambles because of the fact that I didn't know how to get a hold of my parents. All I knew is that my cousin was there and I could use his phone to call them. And then whatever they do from there is out of my hands. So as soon as I called them, and they called my dad, and then my dad called my uncle, and my uncle called my aunt, and all these people are rushing to my work, people who I didn't even know cared about me. I can only imagine the stress that I put on my mom, what she imagined my face was like after I got hit, how my wrist was. But I can only imagine being in a whole nother state, hoping the best for your son after you just got robbed, and no way of texting him, "Hey, I love you," after that is probably really hard. Because everything before was all happy and nothing ever happened to Smiley Ricky, right? And then once something happened, it was a very eye-opening moment. And now I see people walking and I just be like, man, I really hope those two guys aren't out there. My mom also works at this elementary school, and they did something, I believe that they stole bikes from the elementary school. So when my mom heard that these two guys stole bikes and that her son got robbed this weekend by two guys, she put 2 and 2 together and was like, maybe they're connected. So she got the photo of the guys that are suspected of stealing the bikes and was like, "Hey, are these the guys?" I said, "Yes, how do you have that?" And she said, "Well, if you say yes to this, then they can confirm it and they can arrest him." And pretty much as soon as my confirmation came that these are the guys, the private investigator was able to arrest them almost immediately. And later that day, they sent me in for the lineup. If I ever see him, I don't think it'll be anger that I'll have towards him, just a question of why. The fact that these guys just saw me and were like, we don't like that guy, and we're just decided rob him, just take his phone, see what happens. And then the fact that it kind of came back, well, not kind of, it did bite them in the butt. Honestly, I hope that the 17-year-old does get a second chance to change his life. I don't know if the 18-year-old, if his life is, thrown away. But the 17-year-old, I just hope he looks at this and sees it as a warning, and just changes his way of life and just gets better,